Hey everyone, welcome to part 3 of the independent distributor model. In part 1, we discussed the difference between a 1099 independent contractor and a W-2 employee. Then in part 2, we discussed how to set up the independent distributor model in QuickBooks to calculate commissions and open balances. And now in part 3, we're going to show you how LaceUp can help you facilitate the data entry in the back office by allowing the distributor to make all their invoices through a device, whether it be an Android or an iPhone, and send those transactions into the back office where they can then be exported directly into your QuickBooks, so that all you have to do in the back office is reconcile balances and commissions at the end of every week or month to either pay or get paid by the distributor. So let's get right into it. Okay, so on the screen, you'll see 3 components. To the left, you'll see the driver's device. In this case, we're using a Samsung S5, but it can be any Android device. To the right, you'll see QuickBooks Enterprise and the LaceUp back office software. The first step in this demo is that we are going to request inventory from the driver's handheld to the back office. That inventory request or load order should create an invoice under the driver's account. Remember, this driver is a 1099 independent. To make the load order or inventory request, we go to Menu, Inventory Management. We select right here, Load Order. Okay, we've got a quantity pre-filled using what I've sold thus far. I can change this, so let's go ahead and request 100. Okay. And I'm going to request 100 of item 101 whole milk gallon. Now it's important to distinguish when the driver is going to go to the warehouse to pick up this product. To do so, you go right here to set date. Let's say it's for today. Now when the driver's done making this load order inventory request, they're going to go to Menu, Send Order. Now by hitting send, the system will automatically make an invoice for his account. Here in the LaceUp back office software, you can see that invoice. If we open QuickBooks, you'll see that we have an account for our driver called Truck 1 Salesman. I am going to export this load into this account to create an open balance for the driver. So let's go ahead and click Export. And the moment that it exports, you'll see right here how it's gone right into Truck 1 Salesman's account. Here it is. If we double click on it, we'll see code 101-100. So we now have a receivable for this driver in QuickBooks. Now the process doesn't end there. Normally at this point, the driver then goes out to the field and invoices his customers. Now remember, in the independent model, the company or the distributor holds the receivable for any customer that gets invoiced. So in this scenario, the driver will be invoicing our customer number 4. I'm going to go Menu, Create Invoice, Menu, Sales Invoice, and I'm going to go ahead and add 5 of this 101 whole milk gallon. Now once this invoice is made, we're going to check mark the invoice, at which point the driver can finalize the transaction to collect the signature, collect the payment, and print the final invoice. In this case, we're going to go ahead and collect the signature, print the invoice, and when I'm done, hit Done. That'll say Finalized in green. Now I'm ready to clock out of this customer. And the moment that I clock out, LaceUp will transmit that invoice to the back office. The back office team at any point can open right here, Export Documents, and see the invoice. You can see right here who created it, Truck 1. You can see right here it's for $15.75. Now what's the expected behavior at this point? At this point, when I export this transaction to QuickBooks, we should get a receivable for the customer and a credit on the driver's account. So let's go ahead and export this invoice. Okay, invoice exported, maximize QuickBooks. Here's the credit. If we double click on the credit, we'll see 5 of item 101. And if we go over to customer number 4, we will see an invoice for $15.75. And if you paid attention, the invoice number and the credit number on the driver's account match so that you can reconcile the two in the event that there are any questions about the balance that is owed by the driver. So again, here's the number. And if we go back to our salesman account, you will see the equal credit with the same exact invoice number and the same exact total. Obviously, what this does is it decreases the balance on the driver's account for each and every invoice that he does for your customers. At the end of the week or at the end of the month, it's going to be extremely facilitating and easy to reconcile the driver's account and to pay him a commission or collect him for product owed. This is going to decrease shrinkage, this is going to decrease theft, waste, because the driver is 100% responsible monetarily for the product that he picks up. Now that concludes the trilogy of the independent sales rep model. For more questions or more information, visit our website at www.laceupsolutions.com, or please click the subscribe button down below to get weekly content on distribution, software as a service, and QuickBooks. We look forward to seeing you next video.